Hi, everyone. This is Shirley from Shirley's World Vlog. I don't know if anybody's here. I'm here. I'm here every Thursday evening at 7 for a chat. There's Donna. She gets a crown for number 1. I just learned what those were. They just sent me an email about them. YouTube just sent me an email what they are. Oh, thank you. I did that the spur of the moment, as you can tell the way I looked. I had no makeup on. I was a wreck. And it had started to rain. But I wanted to show how much everything had grown. Yes, I just got an email about what these little crowns mean. And I thought maybe you guys were putting them on somehow, but it's not that at all. It's something to do with the YouTube, the chat, and it's called a leaderboard. It's supposed to encourage, chatting more, getting more involved. I don't know where they come up with these ideas. And the numbers evidently can move around the more you're interacting on the chat. Yeah, you were curious about the crowns too. Oh, you looked it up. I didn't look it up. I just got this email like at 4:00 this afternoon. Yeah, kind of strange, but we'll see where it goes. I don't know if people will like it or not like it. Then I think it shows at the end, like at the top of my chat, it shows top fans. I don't know what that'll show. So we'll see. I thought it was the last time the first, second, and third one to come on got a number 1, number 2, number 3. I just thought it was whoever comes on, first, gets on the chat first. But evidently it's a little more than that. Yeah, I'm going to go read more about it. I just read a little bit about it, so I don't know too much about it. It's just to sort of encourage more interaction. Yeah, well, it was warm here today, but not as hot as, that horrible hot. It was up in the 80s. I did go out and pull some weeds with my hat on. And I got quite hot. Had to come in and yeah, but I got a little bit done anyway. I think it's better if I go out, even though I have the hat now. I think it's better if I go out in the evening, or it's not really the evening. I think after about 5:00 or so, the sun goes around and it's off that front garden. So as long as I'm not in the bright, pure sunlight, I do better. As long as it's not too hot, because it's still humid. But I'm liking that it rains a little bit. It rained yesterday. I don't think it hasn't rained today. It said it might, but we haven't had any rain today. Well, my sales are still down in the dirt. I have had very few sales. Not even one a day. So it's sort of discouraging. I don't have all that much left to do out of that box. So I'm just taking it slow. I have 2 more days worth of drafts done and about I don't know exactly how many pieces I've left. Several of them, several of them are kids' clothes, about maybe 5 or 6 of them, and also, um, there's a couple pieces that are probably I'm sort of waiting till more in the fall where you can put something about the holidays on because they're more of a, holiday type outfits. Jane. Hi, Jane. Now, Jane, I don't know. She doesn't have a crown. I Did you opt out of something? Did you opt out of the what's it called? Leaderboard thing? Yeah, see, Donna has those a crown. I thought it was everybody that came on. Like you would get the second, like a crown number 2. I don't know how this works. I'll have to go read about it. I just got an email about it this afternoon. It's called something to do with called a fan leaderboard. So I have no idea. I don't know why everybody the other night or Sunday was getting crowns. So I'm not sure how you can come on here and you don't. It's new to you. Yeah, you'll have to read YouTube's new leaderboard. I don't know. I'll have to go on. I watch Buzz's Retirement Garage. Do you watch him at all? He's fun to listen to. He looks like a really nice guy. He lives here in Cleveland, over by Chagrin on the east side, and he has a nice YouTube channel. It's all about retirement. He retired, and him and his wife are seeing how they will do if they try to live only on their Social Security. He keeps track of all the numbers. And at the end of every month, you get a report. But then during the week, I think he has a live Wednesday. Forget which day it is. I never make it live to his video. It's in the afternoon. He has a live video and then he has other recorded videos. He made a great big raised bed. I mean, it's high. It's like 14 inches deep. And he said what a huge amount of dirt it took to fill that. Yeah, look that up, Jane. I'll have to look it up too because I don't understand it either. It's supposed to tell the creator who their how their fans rate, which I don't think that's a very good idea myself. But maybe it's not that at all. Maybe I read it wrong. I'll have to see. But if they don't give you a crown every time you come on or say something, I don't understand. Then I didn't understand what I was reading then. Well, I was watching some YouTube videos today about somebody had such a nice They're called she sheds or she shacks. It's like they turn a shed in their backyard into a little place to, just to go sit or whatever, depending how big it is. I have a really nice shed. It was built by the Amish. It was back when we first moved in. A couple years after we moved in, we bought this from the Amish, and they came in and put it up and everything. And it's a really nice shed, and it's held up perfectly. But it doesn't have any windows in it. It's just it has a double door. I think I've shown pictures of it. I will show some more pictures when I go out in my yard and do a video again. Has like a double door and a ramp, a little ramp. It's not very high. It's just a little ramp that goes up to the door so that you could like wheel a wheelbarrow into there to put it away. Or your lawnmower. We used to keep our lawnmower in there, our riding mower. And it just fit, this big riding mower. You could drive it up into the shed and it just fit. So that gives you an idea about how big it is. And there's shelving, a big shelf on each side. I always thought I could have turned that if I had somebody that knew how to build or rebuild or change it. I could have made that into a great chicken coop, but it would need a lot done with it. But you could turn it into one of those she sheds or she shacks. But it would need some windows put into it. I don't know any carpenters anymore. I don't think my handyman is actually a carpenter. He just does, odd jobs. And he's going to paint. Did I tell you he's going to stain my deck? I got the stain. I ordered it and it came yesterday, I think. I have to call him and tell him it's here. And then he has to work out whenever he can come that the weather's going to be, the deck will be dry and the weather will be nice for a day or two. But my lawn guy came and cut my grass and it looks so neat. I think I said that in the little garden video. I actually cooked something today. I had a taste. I must have seen something on TV. I had such a taste for meatloaf, my meatloaf. So I made just a little meatloaf, like a half, like would be half of like a half a pound. I used a half a pound of ground meat, just that big. Made a little meatloaf and some mashed potatoes. That's all I had. Now, I should have had it made of vegetable, but I didn't. I just had mashed potatoes and my meatloaf. Well, the topping has ketchup. That's sort of like a vegetable. I did put an order in for groceries today from Walmart. And they came about 4:00 this afternoon. And they only had to replace one thing. I ordered another cottage cheese, but I like the one with the full 4% fat in it. I don't like it's just creamier. but they didn't have any of that. And the brand I wanted, it's their brand. I really like their cottage cheese. Good, what is it called? Good value? Good something. I think that's it. And but they only had the 1% or whatever it is, the lower percentage of fat. So we'll try it. I don't know. It'll be all right. But a lot of times I'll have cottage cheese just for lunch. I sort of doctor it up a little bit. I either put fruit on the top or I put a little dab of maple syrup. Maple syrup with cottage cheese is delicious if you haven't tried it. Not a lot, just a little bit. I got I hadn't turned the page for next week onto my calendar yet, and I got a notice from my doctor that I have an appointment next week. Now, that seems way too soon. It just seems like I was just there. So I canceled it. I'm going to reschedule. I just said to reschedule, but I have to call and reschedule now because that's just too soon. Hi, Renee. Now, Renee didn't get a crown either. Only Donna. You were disappointed with your last Walmart delivery. They gave you grapes instead of cherries. Oh dear. And the yogurt I ordered was out of date. Oh, and moldy. Yikes. I ordered yogurt, but I didn't order, I only like Aldi's, a type of Aldi's yogurt. And so I didn't order just plain yogurt from Walmart, but I used to eat that Activia yogurt with the probiotics in it. Well, I guess all yogurt's supposed to have probiotics, but so I ordered some of that. I haven't had that in a long time. So we'll see. Geez. I have to check my dates on things. I didn't order any fresh anything except some romaine lettuce, and I ordered what else? A bag of kale because I want to start making some smoothies. I didn't order any fruit. Oh, Renee's here. They're traveling home from a Reds game. Oh. Renee's here. Jane's here. Well, I don't understand this thing about the crowns, evidently. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out about that. I also ordered from Walmart just to try it because it was quite a bit cheaper than Tractor Supply. I ordered a 40-pound bag of birdseed, wild birdseed. It's by Pennington. And it looked pretty good on the picture. It had sunflower seeds in and things, but when it came, there's an awful lot of that little, what do they call it? The little tiny seeds that only the sparrows like. So we'll see what comes to my bird feeder. I'm going to just use it in the front where I can really see out the kitchen window. I'll use it in there and see if I get anything other than sparrows. If not, I'm not going to order it again. I also ordered some suet. But I have to go to Tractor Supply anyway. I do need another 140-pound bag is not enough for sure for me because they feed so many birds and have so many bird feeders. I will go and get my regular bird seed from them too. And also, I need some other suet. And I need chicken feed. So I have to go there anyway. Has anybody ever planted a lemon tree, like a patio lemon tree? They're just little, and then you can bring them in. Evidently, you bring them in like in a cold climate like me. I'm in zone 6. Then you have to bring it in the house during the winter. Has anybody had any experience with a lemon tree? I would love to try one. But Tractor Supply has some, the little tiny patio size. But they don't come in a pot. I mean, they come in a tiny pot. You have to repot it. So I'd have to buy a nice pot. You know, the bigger ceramic pots are so expensive. Yeah, I think it would be fine. It would be fun to try a lemon tree. My orchids are gorgeous. I have 2 orchids I showed you. They haven't lost their blooms at all. In fact, Samantha said yesterday she thinks the blooms are bigger than when we got it. They're really nice. But I'm really careful about, you know, my watering schedule with them. I'll have to ask Samantha if she ever tried a lemon tree. I'm surprised my cat isn't. I gave her a little bit of food before I came in here, so maybe that's why she's not. But the closer it gets to 8 o'clock, the more you'll hear her. Some days she drives me crazy. I had a poor bird. Usually, my whole family room, my big family room, is all windows. Okay. So I do have those clinging little sticker things on the windows. However, the birds still will hit the windows. And I haven't had any casualties till today. So I had a sparrow hit really hard on the driveway side. They usually don't hit on that window. And unfortunately, it was laying on the deck and it had died. I guess they break their neck. I don't know. Evidently, I guess severe concussion. When I first saw it laying there, I started getting really mad at my cat. But then I remembered right away I had just heard the bird hit the window like an hour before. So yeah, there was nothing wrong with it. It wasn't like the cat had gotten after it. Yeah, I had to turn the news off for a while. These poor people in Texas, I can't imagine how frightening that would be. So many people have died in that huge flood that the river just went crazy. Can you imagine a wall of water coming at you like that? Uh, it's just horrible. So many children were lost too. I think the count is, I don't know where it is. It's way up, 160 or something. And there's still like 120 missing. So there's nobody has, at this point. That happened on the 4th of July, so the missings are going to come up as people that perished in it too. That's a lot of people. Very sad. But they have an awful lot of people down there that have volunteered that are going through everything's so jumbled up, that the river threw up on the shore, and it's just masses of debris and grasses and tree limbs and everything. It's just thick that they have to go through all that. You just have to pray for those people, those poor people that perished, and the people, their families. It has to be awful. And to be with the people that are helping find the missing. You had to stop watching it too. Yeah, right. It was horror in the pitch dark. You're right. Yeah, I had to stop watching it. It's so depressing, frightening. It would be so frightening. Well, I have some good news. As of this morning at midnight, like 12:30 a.m. my time, my sister is a great grandmother. Her daughter's daughter, her name is Morgan. Uh, she had her baby, little boy, and they named him Paxton James. I sort of like it. I never heard of Paxton before as a name, but it's kind of neat. Paxton James. Weighed 7 pounds, 2 ounces, and I think that's what I weighed when I was born. I'll have to go look. I have my baby book from that my mom kept. Yeah, I'll have to go look how much I weighed. I know it was 7 pounds something. My babies were both 6 pounds something. They were 6 something. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. So that's exciting, but they're in South Carolina. And I'm sure my sister would love to be down there, but she can't. Uh, Undercover yard sale. See, nobody got a crown except you. Isn't that strange? I don't think this thing is getting. No, nobody's getting them like they did the other night. I don't think it's working right. They did put out a video about it. I don't know, did you get a video? I mean, thing from YouTube about it. It's called a chat leaderboard or fan leaderboard. It's some new thing that YouTube's trying. It encourages participation. But if they're not giving crowns to anybody, the other night we had a number 1, a number 2, a number 3. I don't know. But Donna, it looks like you're still number 1. I think if you keep putting a comment in, I think you keep. Maybe it's the one that comments the most. And evidently Donna has commented the most. Maybe that's how they're doing it. I don't know. We'll see. I think undercover you'd have to, if they're doing it that way, I think you have to interact more than Donna. And then maybe then you'll get the crown. I have no idea how this works. It's who talks the most, evidently. Well, when I put that little video on yesterday, it almost didn't go on because you know how easily the first one went on? And I said, oh, I found out how to do it, and it was so easy, with this little card reader. I did it, I think, exactly the same way, and it did not go on. It didn't go on. I tried it again. It didn't go on. The third time I tried, it finally went on to my iMovie. I have no idea what I'm doing differently. It's maddening. I have to guess. I'll have to just keep trying and see if I can figure it out. At least I can attempt to put it on before I do all the editing, because I do the editing now after it goes on, because then I just download it as a file and put it to the oh no, that's not right. No, it goes on to iMovie, and I do edit it. So then you put all this work into editing. Well, that one wasn't much work, but sometimes it is. And you edit it, and then if you can't get it on, that's truly maddening. So I'll just keep trying because I like to do things on this GoPro camera. The sound, I think the sound's okay. And it's louder if you stay by the camera, which I'm holding anyway. And I like the wider angle. I did write down here, right here. These are the exact steps. I did write it down the first time. And it went on right down here at this step. It went immediately on. I didn't even have to do these steps. So then I went back and tried to do all these steps, and it didn't work the second time. And then the third time it did. So I don't know. I have to keep fussing with it till I figure it out. Keeps my brain active, I guess. Yeah. garden. Well, if you didn't like, I wish I wouldn't have turned the camera to me because I looked such a wreck. I should have just taken the garden like I did the first one. But yeah, we've had that nice rain and it just grew so much. It didn't leave me any space in my raised bed. I was going to plant some beets, a row of beets and a row of carrots. And everything's grown over and shading everything. So there's no room for it. I have to find a place actually in the ground and plant. I don't know if I'll plant beets. I plant carrots. But I bet the bunny will get the carrot tops before they ever get a chance to grow. Right now I see the bunny every evening. I have to check every evening. He comes, he or she. It's a big bunny. It's about this big. He comes to the under the back bird feeders. He's cleaning up, I guess. But I don't want to let the dog out. I mean, the bunny's fast, but I don't want him to run in my field of ferns. I have great big ostrich ferns right there. I don't want him to run in there to hide. My dog will go right in there and he'll knock down all my ferns. So I just make sure he's gone before I let the dog out. She's sleeping right now. She's sleeping with her head hanging off of the bed. Well, I am getting used to this laptop as far as the touchpad. I notice that I'm really, I'm not even having to think about it now. I'm getting used to it. So that's good. Because I didn't want to have to plug anything else into this computer. There's 2 more slots left. Because one's a power. I have power to it most of the time. And one is my printer. There's 2 more slots. But, I think less is more. So does anybody, I asked this earlier, does anybody have a little shed in the back of their property, in their backyard? Like a garden shed? And have you ever thought of turning it into like a she shed or she shack? Make a little room out of it? I've always thought about that for this shed. I haven't even been in it for 2 years. I'm sure there's nothing in there I need. My hammock is in there, but my tree that was one of the trees that I hooked my hammock to fell down. So I've no place to put a hammock now. There's no trees that are spaced enough, the right amount to hang that hammock. And I don't know what else is in there. The kiddie pool's in there. I think my croquet set is in there. Then I might have lots of, maybe I have some paint or some oil, things like that. But not much. There's not much in there. I always thought it would make a great little room, a little she shed back there. Yeah, it is a fun idea to think about. I'll have to take a picture of it unless I've shown it in some of the videos, but I'll have to take a picture of it and show you. It would make a nice one, but I'd have to have some windows installed. It would cost a lot. I don't need it. Might be some critters in there. Could be. I'll open the door and give them a chance to run out where I go in. Half of it's covered with ivy on the side. Either ivy or Virginia creeper, one of the two. Oh, I know what's in there. I have a ice cream set, if you know what that is. A round table. It's an antique. It's a round table made, and then the chairs are made of iron. I'm sure I have. There's a lot of video or pictures on my blog. If you go to Shirley's World blog, BLOG, I think I think there's if you go down below, there's a way to get there. Because I blogged for lots of years, like 5 years worth of blogs on there. And I used to do tablescaping, and a lot in the summer, I would tablescape outside on the deck. We had a huge deck back then. And a lot of it is, well, most all of it's done on this ice cream set, this table and chairs. Yeah, I need to pull up some pictures. Have a picture night. I don't know if you'd like it, but it'd be fun for me. Uh, yeah, I hope there isn't any big critters back. Well, what could be back there? The biggest critters we have around here are raccoons, possum, groundhogs. They wouldn't go in the shed. It's mostly squirrels and on my car, the little wrench came up. I need maintenance done, which is snakes. I never see a snake around here. Ever. Maybe one time in the whole time we've lived here, I've seen a garter snake. Other than that, no. No, I don't even think of snakes. And, yeah. Not only am I not selling anything, but uh, I got a return that came back today. So I returned $15. I hope that wasn't out of last week's, because if it was out last week's, now I'm in the hole. Uh, and there's another thing coming back, and that's been on there for quite a while, and they have people have 30 days to return once they do a return. If you don't get it back in 30 days, then You don't have to give them a refund, or they usually have just changed their mind. Well, I'm disappointed with the crowns thing. The crowns. I thought it was going to be a fun thing, but maybe they've changed it since Sunday when we had. Maybe they're only giving one crown, and that's it. But I don't understand. Like Renee, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and Donna's been on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, 5 times. So I would think, if I read that right, I would think that the crown would then go to Renee because she has commented more. I have no idea how this works. Or if it's just not working right. It's new. I don't know. I have to go to Buzz's retirement garage and see if he's talking about it. Donna commented first. I don't know if that's what it does or not. That's not what it sounded like when I read the little thing that came out today about it. But I only scanned it. I'm going to have to go back and read more about it. We'll see. Maybe they stopped it already. Well, I think I'm going to close and you'll clean up the kitchen, give my cat her supper. I have to put my chickens away, put my chickens to bed, take them a treat before they go in by themselves. They might already have gone in. Their favorite food this week has been blueberries. So, thank you all for coming. And I will be back Sunday. Hopefully, I will have sold some more by then to talk about my little sales. Hope you'll all come back and visit. And see if I can think of another video to do. So I can practice getting it onto YouTube. Thank you, Jane. Hopefully, I'll have some. So I will see you all Sunday. Yes, enjoy your night, everybody. Keep praying. God is good. He watches over us. See you Sunday. Bye.